blowing my block!
Right, we start Monday morning with a shave. I had Rachel's cousin's communion. Not communion, christening. What is it, baptism? Oh, I'm getting mixed up. So yeah, I had to shave because I was looking like Tom Hanks off Castaway. But we start Monday morning and I'm indecisive, which is never a good thing to be. I've got to drop the trailer off at Welderfabber with the bits on, but the tipper I'm just going to pick the tipper up because we need to clear some of those trailers. So there's a trailer outside my mum's that is full of toilets and stuff, which is getting ripped out, and that one's going to be a storage one. So to make use of this tipper, and rather than taking a half load, I'm going to go rip that out, throw all that on. I'll take this to Olden Brothers, then I'll take the trailer to Welderfabber, so that the digger can be all done. He's not waiting on me for bits or anything. And I've got to pick up the last two trailers tomorrow. However, I haven't really got anywhere to put them other than on the street. So I'll have to put one outside my house maybe, or two of them outside mine, or I don't know. This is the conundrum I've got at the minute. So I'm just trying to get them done and out on the jobs. However, the company for the paint sent me 4 grey instead of 2 primers and 2 white. He sent 2 primers and 2 dark grey or light grey. And so I need to phone them when they open and just say, look, and then he started saying, right, well, we'll come and pick those paints up, and then we'll send you, when they come back, then we'll refund you and send you the new. And you're like, so I just said to him, look, I'm sure I will use those paints somewhere on my yard. Can I just buy 2 more white paints, please, so that I need the white paint. I want to do these containers white with white doors and windows. I just think they'll look, cleaner and nicer, and then obviously we do put advertising on them, it'll stand out a bit more. So me and Ronnie are gonna, this one is gonna be a storage, so I'm paying £200 a month for a container this size. If we rip it out, so that one in there, all the toilets and that, me and Ronnie just started on this one, and because we've done the other 3, we're flying right now, aren't we? So, new windows. I think this one's just going to be a storage one for now. So, what we're going to do is, I haven't got the key for this, so I'm going to have to, I don't know whether to, I'm thinking take it out, or whether I have storage in a U shape there, and that way we can keep that blocked up and get more storage in.
Drying room.
You don't need a drying room, we're not going to get wet. Yeah, that's the other ones, isn't it? The drying room is the kitchen. I can't get a bigger container than this. So yeah, we're going to obviously go into the next one now and do the same again. We'll get rid of these lights, we'll put new ones in, LED. Right. Oh mate, I absolutely pooed myself then. So I just obviously stepped into this side to start ripping it out, and we haven't put the legs down. So they're quite well. Yeah. You get your spanner?
Oh, spanner, yeah.
Yeah. Look how well balanced these are. Like a little tiny touch. And are we down? There we go. Right, let's undo the... have you got another spanner, didn't you? Yeah, it might do it. Where is it? Where's the one? So we'll get these legs down and then that won't happen again. You know that feeling like you ever like leant back on a chair or something? And that moment when you know you've gone. Just touching it, because last time we done them too high and it ended up bending the doors up, didn't it? Right, so we're I'm not sure yet. His sister and his daughter are just waiting on the death certificate, and then they can start. Can't do anything without that. Right, so plan is this one's all stripped out now. Just copper, pipe, mats, anything we can use on the yard. However, we need to now, so the reason I was doing this one was to make sure we got, it's a good one this, isn't it? So this will be, I think, just 2 storage units. But the reason we wanted to do that was to just get this tipper full, because I did like half loaded and I thought, it's going to be a waste. I might as well get rid of this. And then what we're going to do now is going to go to the yard, see if Ronnie can start sanding and painting the other trailers, to see if we can get one sort of, get those moving a bit along, and then we can take this to the yard and get it sanded and painted. I'm going to try spraying them. So go to the yard, I'm going to get the trailer, take that to Welderfabber. On the way back, I'm going to pick up a sheet of metal from somewhere in Skem, and then I'm going to go and pick up my compressor and spray gun, and we'll try and have a go of spraying the stuff on. Yeah, see you in a minute. Oh, burglar alarm. That is Ronnie. Right, let's see what we can do at the yard, and then oh, that's me, one sec. Let me turn that off. Disarm. How long does it take? Oh, a second. Right. Little trip to Oldham Brothers. Nice clean tipper now. And you can see the difference. Obviously, that trailer was a lot higher than the tow bar when I took it off. Whereas now, I've got to get it. There we go. I need 2 hands for this. I can't be more angry than what I am now. I've just got on the M6, obviously en route to Welderfabber, and I've got everything with me. I've been to
at the roundabout. Take the first exit onto Newton Road towards Warrington.
Yeah, I've got everything with me to be able to do that, and I've forgot the actual hydraulic ram. It's like the hydraulic piston arm that has snapped. I've got a new one off the company ages ago. So I'm like half an hour away, and now I'm going to go back half an hour, pick it up, come to Arch. Yeah. I knew I'd do that, you know, I kept saying to myself, get it out ready so you don't forget it. Oh well.
At the next lights, at the roundabout, nice. Take the first exit.
So, I forgot we were getting this big steel delivered today. So this steel's going across the back of the house. Oh, I'm out of breath because 2 of us have just got it off. He rang me then and said, oh, he's 10 minutes away, and I was like, obviously on the way back from the M6, and this is just off. So it's kind of worked out all right that we've managed to get this off. I could just do with covering it with something. Right, I'm gonna move my van, but yeah, at least we've got that in for ready for tomorrow on here. We'll get that in place and then we can block around it then. Right, let's go and get this hydraulic. Right, I've just dropped the part off to Baz at his workshop, so hopefully he can get that. He said he was planning to do it today, but another job come in, and he'll have it done either, like, you know, later today or tomorrow. So that's good. And then I just said, oh, we don't really need it now. I've hired that JCB and done the trench with it, so you know, it doesn't no mad rush on it now. But you say obviously he doesn't like starting jobs and not finishing them, so he's gonna get it done. Oh my god, this road. Right, I'm gonna go to, it's R3. I'm gonna go back now, and there's a place on the way back that does metal sheeting that hopefully I can get for the container, or not the container, the trailer. So the one where we've done the door up, I'm gonna get, I'm gonna get a sheet to go over there, and then we can paint it, and obviously that'll cover it up. The one for the office, the others are gonna stay the same. It's handy having the two entrances for them. So yeah, let's go and see if we can get one of them now whilst I've got the tipper empty and the trailer. I'm just pulling up to, I pronounce it right, Ainscow Metals. God, size of it, it's absolutely massive. So I used to play for Skem, and their ground is behind here, or it used to be. It got they got kicked out, and the fella sold it as houses, so I wonder whether they've built anything on it. We're literally on the way to a game, and they had to break in to get the kit. Right, let's go and see whether they've got the right size things I need. Tell you what, I'm getting better with this trailer. I can't believe they've took away like the trailer test for people who've passed the car test can now drive a trailer, because I'll be honest, it's not that easy, to be honest. Right, let's go and see if they've got the metal that we need. So I'm at Ainscow Metals, and I've just picked up, they're not identical, but they're actually flatter, so we're just going to obviously cover the door. So we've got two of them, and I just didn't realise how big this place was. It's absolutely huge. So I've just been walking around with the owner, and I'll ask him actually if we're allowed to film next time I come. But he's got pallet racking, he's got absolutely everything you could think of. I need to stop buying stuff, but I need to get racking for the container. So I don't know whether to do timber racking for the container tomorrow, the one outside my mum's. If I just do that in timber for now, it'll be cheap, custom, I can get it done in a day, and we can start moving stuff from, I need to move stuff from Weston's basement. We've just got loads of little odds and sods in there that I need to clear out, because they want to do they've got someone coming to do a damp survey of the basement again, and it's just like loads of little materials. I'll probably end up binning most of it, to be honest, but there's just loads of little small hand tools and sanders and grinders and stuff like that I'll just move, and I'll just put everything in there on racking, so that if the lads come in, they need something, you know, they can go and grab it. But they do like proper pallet racking here, like 900 deep. Like you can get pallets on. They do internal, external ones. Like, I just didn't realise they were that big. Some of the stuff in here was amazing. And they've even got external racking for like timbers, cladding, everything else. So I'll definitely be coming back, and loads of it is just like second hand, where it's come from a warehouse or a business that's closed down or anything like that. So yeah, Ainscow Metals, definitely be coming back here. Right, it is 6:10 and I'm still not home yet. And I've got those 2 sheets of metal, I've got the trailer with some of the digger stuff on, so that's gonna have to go on my drive, and then I need to go now. So the trailer lights that we've got, the like Wi-Fi linked ones, We've got 2 sets, so we're going to need both sets. I've got one now on this van. I put on this trailer just for ease, and then I need to find the other set. So Tony's just said it's not in the other tipper. So I'm just going to go and check my van now, and if it's not there, I don't know where it is. This is happening more and more lately, where I know I've got stuff and I just can't find it. I don't know where it's gone, where it's, you know, where it's been placed. Or I found a few of the van license plates before, which is good, so they can get stuck to the thing. I need to order some double-sided magnets. But yeah, fingers crossed it's in this van, and then I can take it home, put it on charge tonight, and then tomorrow is all good to go. So tomorrow we're gonna pick 2 trailers up. My uncle and Ronnie are gonna go in the 2 tippers. This one's empty, I'm hoping the other one's empty. Oh, that's a bit tight. And I've got the tree officer coming out to the yard tomorrow to check the routes, so hopefully he comes out, sees where the routes are, and then we can backfill that, and then we can do a plan for the warehouse in terms of piling, paint the rest of the trailers, because it's meant to be a nice day. We've got that other trailer, and I'm going to get some timber and do some racking in that one. So that's the plan tomorrow, whilst the other lads crack on with the student job. Ben said he's already started putting electrics first fixing, which is good. And I can't see down there. Let's go. So yeah, that's it for today. Been one of those frustrating days, but where I've got loads done, like loads of them little nitty gritty jobs, like dropping the thing off to Welderfabber, picking the metal sheets up, and obviously seeing another place where we can buy racking and stuff from them. So I'll definitely be going back to Ainsco Metals. But yeah, that is it. If you are enjoying it, please do subscribe, and I'm going to try and do some more intros to this, because I've realised that the majority of people who watch the videos are like new people who aren't subscribers. So it's nice that we've got the same people who watch the videos and who are enjoying them, but you've got to sort of reach the people who scan over your video for like 1 second, 2 seconds. So it's a bit gimmicky, I feel, but yeah, we'll have to do what we can to try and grow the channel. What's your favourite colour, Phil?
Green.
Is it green? Money. So we're having an absolute stinker on the yard today. It's been lashing down all morning. That's why I've not filmed. However, we've got the tree officer coming between now and 1:30. So hopefully he comes, but I haven't got my digger. So plan is, if he comes and says, yeah, there's the roots, great. We can put this ducting in, and then we can backfill this, and we'll just pull the bricks out of it. And then we can get the roller to run up and down here. However, we've done that here, and we've like uncovered just loads of soil and sludge, haven't we? So we've been putting pea gravel and sand down, just so my uncle's going to come with a trailer now. The trailer is going to reverse in here, or we could get the one off the front in here, and then we need to make space for another. We've just had someone locally come. No, we'll do it with the truck when he comes with it. Someone's just come out, and it looks like they're going to take 4 pallets of brick, which is good. Get a bit of money back and make space on the yard. So I've had a few messages about them, so hopefully someone comes more, and obviously we can get rid of them. Ronnie's done a coat of this. It just needs to carry on the other side. And then when my uncle brings the other trailer, either if my uncle can go and get the other one. But as you can see here, yeah, we've just got a bit of a mess now, so we need to clear all this and hopefully when the fella comes, so hopefully when this fella comes, that's going to kickstart everything, so we can backfill that ducting in. We can get electric, water, everything stuck up the side onto this concrete fence, one here, and then we can get this bit all hardcore whacked down, and this trailer is going there, and then we can probably get a few more trailers in here just to make, obviously, get them off the street and make use of them, so able to do them up. This mixer is now going to go over there, so me and Phil are going to clear round the side of the unit just because I want it obviously as close to the electric as we can, so we can go there, and then we'll just get obviously wheelbarrows of mix when we need them. So I'll ring the electric company now and see whether, not the electric company, Target Electrical, see whether they've got the 3-phase parts in for this mixer. And we've moved that slightly back, didn't we?
Yeah.
Just to make space for this mixer. So let's, if we can get that bit done, and then I'll try and whack up and down here again and just get it ready for when Phil brings the trailer. And we've got EPDM and paint coming to mind. So they sent the wrong paint. However, I just said it's quicker and easier to just order white paint. Leg? Oh, the block. I know, I'll have to whack here, won't I, to get anywhere near with the forklift. Yeah. So, right, just move stuff to the back. But yeah, they sent me 4 grey, so I've just ordered 2 more white, and I'm sure we'll use this as a primer on the other thing. What do you reckon they look like in grey?
Better.
You reckon better? I reckon they look better in white. If everything on the yard's white, it'll...
Yeah. And then we've got brick crushers that spit out all
oh, yeah. Dust. So...
There we go.
I forgot I moved the brick crusher from here so that we can get space for the... Hi mate, you right?
Yeah, good.
So we get space. However, when I reversed it off, the tyre popped. However, it's got a spare on it. However, that was flat as well. So you can see on here, it's just old, isn't it? So that one, that one's all right. And that one's all right. So Ronnie's just took that now. So I might just put that on my driveway for now. Say I'm going to sell that, but I want to get a... Oh, we don't want them. I don't want them anywhere around here. I'm going to get a video of it or a picture of it with the 3 conveyor belts on with the screen decking, so that if someone wants to buy it, they've got a good example of it. So yeah, just going to get as much of this done now before the tree officer comes. Fingers crossed. I've got a feeling he's not going to be, you know, he's not going to be on our side or anything, because his emails so far haven't been complimentary of what we've been doing, but hopefully he comes and just obviously sees where the roots are and says, yeah, backfill that.
We're here to have a good time, not a long time.
There you go. Yeah. I tell you what, you don't have to give me some titles for the videos with your little quotes. Philosophical Phil.
Yeah.
Hello. I'm here.
Staying with the shoes over there.
It's a shame you got any like shoes on. Right, so good thing is tree officers have just been seeing the roots, said yeah, fine, get your ducting in, backfill it, just take the bricks out of the backfill. So we're going to get that done, although we haven't got the digger. So we'll get the ducting in and just try and pick the bricks out of this so that when the digger comes it can go in. But yeah, probably more problems than solutions from that. So what he was basically saying is that we can't do anything to the yard. We can't compact the ground. So this is where it's stupid. So what he's saying is that if I get planning for the warehouse, then I've got to do all these bits. Like I've got to have an 150mm air gap for the roots. I've got to do this. I've got to do that. If I just withdraw my application, I can just build my yard. And obviously they don't have a say because I haven't put a planning application in.
Yeah.
So at the moment it's probably looking more beneficial to just withdraw the application and just have it as a yard, and just have me canopy and me temporary buildings. And because he said if you can't, he's saying you can't compact the ground. He's probably walked in and seen that. He's probably walked in and seen a big compactor. He's thinking, because he says if you compact the ground, it makes it harder for the roots to get nutrients. But I said to him, I said, when I bought this, the whole thing was concrete, the whole yard. So, in theory, I haven't changed anything. I could concrete the whole yard and it'd be the same. It's just the building side. He was saying that structurally we'd have to pile it, but we can't put piles where the roots are. So that's a metre back, yeah, from the boundary. Yeah. So that's where the piles would go every 3 metres. Yeah. So I can go now and go, right, pile there, pile there, pile there. Right, don't put one there, don't put one there, don't put one there. And he said, but as you go back here, there'd be a 3 metres this side. There'd be a row of piles that way. And he said, well, how do you know again whether you're going to hit them or not? So he said, what you'd have to do, I said to them, I said, okay, so if I dig a channel like that, and then I dig another one 3 metres away, and then another one 3 metres away, and you can come out and see that we're not going to hit any roots, you'd be happy with that? He went, yeah, that's perfect for us. So that answers the question for them, that because that's the biggest complaint that the planning department have had, is about these trees, which they've made protected since I put the planning application in. So if I answer that question, it means that they haven't really got any other grounds to refuse the application.
Apart from that, you're ambulance.
Apart from that, I'm me, and I'm a Jedi blade.
You aggravate the neighbours.
So we've give this a whack. However, it needs proper hardcore, this, doesn't it? Yeah. But it probably needs scraping away and then hardcoring, doesn't it? Yeah. Stop swearing. It takes me a while, ages to beep that. And we've just moved. So we moved all the stuff. I just don't know whether we're going to get a wheelbarrow. So what I wanted to do was I wanted it so that we could bring the forklift here with a ton bag and obviously cut it and drop it in. It's where we could do with the dumper, isn't it? Or maybe get a dumper attachment on the forklift, but it's all hard work, isn't it? You need it to be like easy. So if we get ton bags, we could have like a ton of stone, ton of sand, whatever the mixture is, and obviously wheelbarrow in as it's mixing, drop out into wheelbarrow, go and pour it into a mould, and I've just obviously put it as close to the hut as I can, with it being 3-phase. I mean, probably sounds thingy, it's just me being keeping it close just seems better. Right, and my uncle has just turned up with another trailer down here, so we're gonna reverse that in now. So I wanted to get all of them on, however we can do now that we've got the okay to push that in. I just need to go and pick my digger up for Welderfabber, so I'm gonna give him a ring now or a message, see whether he's where he's up to with the mini digger. But the lads are gonna now get the ducting in here and just start obviously backfilling that. That way we can get that side completely flat. And how many trailers do you reckon we can get in on this side? It's quite big, this, isn't it? So this one is going over there, and then we'll just get the other trailers in here now off the street so we can work on them, and then either sell them or get them out on the jobs. But all the stuff's just I've just had loads of deliveries to my house, so getting there. I'm happy with that we can get this ducted in and get that bit ticked off. Right, give you a hand. Right, that is it. So it's nearly 4:30. I'm gonna go and pick up the last trailer. So what do you think of the yard? I've got metal sheeting picked up yesterday. It's going to go over the door on that one. Go away, silly. My uncle's just picked up this one, so we're going to if it's dry tomorrow we're going to be on the extension. If it's wet we'll be on here, and we'll gut this one as well. And I'm going to get the wiring for the mixer, get that up and running. Someone's coming to pick bricks up. I've ordered stickers for all the stuff. That one's ordered all the windows and doors for that one. How many windows on that? Yeah. And it's costing me so much. And then we've got the ducting in. So on this one we can't put pea gravel and stuff over the ducting. We've got to put the soil back in for the tree roots. So see where we go. But I've only run one ducting, so I'm going to have to put the water and electric through the same one. And then in here I'll split off and go into each one. And then we're going to flatten this area, and this trailer's going to go there. So I'm happy and I'm not. There's just so much to do, and everything's so time consuming. Can't wait to get rid of this toilet. And just, yeah, next will be once all the trailers are in, next will be the retaining wall. So we need Western to sell in order to get that bit done, because that's going to cost a few thousand, probably about 10 grand. And then once that's in, then we need the Lego blocks to start building off. So the moulds are coming next month. I've just got an email about that to say that how much I owe them for the shipping. So there's the company in China give you the shipping to like the UK, and it's like, you know, $300. And then when it lands in the UK, you get hit with a bill for £1,200 for the UK side shipping. And you're like, well, how does that work? But yeah, we'll get that paid, get the moulds here. So those moulds have still worked out. I've paid a third of the price, I think. So for the 3 moulds, I've paid what one mould would cost here. I'm excited to get them in, really. And then not just the moulds, actually they come with all the trays and everything with them as well, so it's an even better deal. I can't wait to get them in and start mixing. So yeah, I'm excited. Just so much to do, and like hardly any time to do it. Hopefully I'm going to go back to mine now and the white paint's there. I took the crusher, I'm going to put the crusher on my drive. I can't believe I'm taking stuff off my yard and putting it outside my house because the yard's not got space. Oh, when we get that wall in, that will feel like we've gained loads of space on the yard, because you'll be able to park like right up to it, rather than, you know, at the minute we're like here because we don't want to go too close to this edge. But you'll see, obviously we own from where that fencing's fell down with the wind, so we're going to pile all along here and all the way that way, and we'll gain another few meters there, which would be nice. And then that's when I can park maybe two of these trailers together to that side, and we can put the canopy up. Or we might be able to just put the canopy up on these concrete Lego blocks with scaffold poles in the middle of them. That's another idea I've come up with. But yeah, everything's just a mess at the minute. I might try and do a metal run, just because we haven't got any jobs at the minute which we're pulling metal out of, so this is just in the way at the minute. I can get that weighed in, get a couple of £100 for it. It's just so much to do. Right, that is it. I'm going to go and pick this trailer up from Welshpool. Right, here we are, last one. And I like this one because it's smooth. It's got like a smooth thing on it. Motorhome water filling points. Oh, nice. It's got a hole in the door, but that doesn't matter because we're going to swap the door anyway. Is this one small? No, it's just as big. It's just as big. Well, this one's got a thing at the back as well. Pull that off so it doesn't come off when I'm driving. Just throw it in there. So, One thing I've noticed on some of them, they've got like loads of windows. So we've got 2 there. And oh my god, no, no. 2, 4, 6, 8. Oh my god, this one trailer's got 10 windows. Oh, it's going to cost me a fortune to get windows done on these. But I like this one. Twin axle, bit of decking. Right, he's been kind enough to get it near the entrance for me, so I'm just going to jack this up a bit higher so that I know I can get it on. There we go. Right, let's get this hooked up. I'm not going to lie, this has definitely been easier times to do this. Right, I reckon I might be close there, you know. We're on private land, so I'm allowed to film it. Oh, look at that. Come on. I need 2 hands for this. Now, I can see obviously the emergency cable. However, what is that? That is not a normal cable. However, I came prepared. So I bought all new ones for the trailers. So I can probably leave that one off and just attach a new one, unless, no, I'll tell you what I'll do, because otherwise that might drag on the floor, mightn't it? I'll put this on and I'll try and yeah, I'll put that through and that one and get the 2 of them on, just to be sure. But good job I did order them, isn't it? And then it's time for these. If you haven't seen these are absolutely brilliant. So charged these before when I got in. You press one button, that light comes on. There's it. There you go. That one comes on. And then this goes in the back of the thing. So you turn one of the indicators on, because obviously we want to make sure we get this on the right one. This goes in there as normal, so I've got obviously one of the indicators on, so as I plug this in, one of these lights should come on. There we go. And I can't remember which indicator I put down now, the left, so make sure I get this on the left hand side. So we'll go there. And then obviously this is the right hand side, and then I'll go and clip my license plate to that, and then we're away. So these are what I was on about that the fella gave me, which are amazing. So magnetic with double-sided tape, and then obviously a piece of metal with double-sided tape, and like it's so hard to pull them off. So I'm going to take my plates. I'll put that on the back of here now, and then put this on in between the lights. So the lights should be on now, because I've just pulled the button. Ah, there we go. I'll get this stuck on there now. Lovely. I don't know if anyone can let me know whether we need this on. Obviously they're going to be staying on the yard, so I've took them off the other one so we can paint it. But whether we need that on or not, let me know. I never thought I'd get this excited about buying and towing toilets. But no, I'm going to park this outside mine tonight, and tomorrow, I think we're on the extension job tomorrow. But once I get the digger picked up off Welderfabber, I don't know if it's called him Welderfabber or Baz. Obviously his name's Baz, but like you know him as Welderfabber, don't you? hopefully we'll get that, and then I can make space and have all 6 trailers on the yard then, and then just get to work on them if we have a gap. I can put a couple of people on ripping the last 2 out, and yeah, I'm gonna measure this windows when I get in now, and then I've got all the measurements for the windows and doors for all of them. Then I've ordered them for 2, so I'm gonna order them for the other 4, and I need to measure and order EPDM for this roof as well. And then I need to buy like a roll of vinyl. Maybe might be cheaper if I just buy a roll if I work out. I've got, you know, 6 meters. Each one's like 6 point something meters, and I've got 6 of them. I don't know how long a roll of vinyl is, but if we can get them 2.4 meters wide, and you know 40 meters long, it might be worth buying a full roll, and then we can get every one of them, the floor redone. Although there's one where we've kept obviously the toilets and that in, so I don't know about vinyl and that. I'm not big on vinyl flooring, so but yeah, that is it. Nearly 20 past 8, and I'm just leaving Welshpool with another trailer with 8 toilets on the back. Soon to be storage, welfare unit, or something else, I don't know. I like this one though because it's got a door at the back. Why are they doing that? Oh, because I've got my full beam on. Sorry. It's got a door on the back and the side, so we've got one other one like that on the yard, which is the toilet and welfare unit. So I was trying to figure out a combination where I can put them like alongside each other, or like one behind each other, and then get the canopy on. Or yeah, I'm gonna have a look. I can't wait to get these done, you know. I just feel like the yard's finally starting to take shape. So I'm just gonna pull in to this services again and just check the tyres on this one, because the uncle said the last one was just needed a bit of air in, so I'll check these now. It's hard to see on the field. But for 50p, I'll top them right up so that we've got a nice safe journey home. Right, that is it. If you're enjoying the channel, please do subscribe, and please let me know what you think I should do with these trailers, because there's so much like knowledge, and there's so many clever people who watch this channel who message and comment, and who really do help me out. So please don't be shy. Everyone's got something to offer. Let's see whether I'm online with that here. No, man. That'll do. Woo! We start Wednesday morning. I've just dropped off my samples to the doctors, and I've just been to the yard to get some brick guards for. We're back on the extension job today because the weather's picked up. So, plan today is, the next milestone is getting the first flooring. So the brickies have done up to first floor height and a bit more. So hopefully now, we had timber delivered by Chestnut end of last week, and they've covered it. So I need to go and pick up my PPN gun from K&C Tool Hire and Sales in town. I've just sent an order through to Ronnie from Screwfix for concrete fixing. So what we do is we'll to make sure that we get this level the same as the existing house, we've knocked the hole through at the top of the stairs. So in this house they've got stairs onto a landing, a half landing, and then 3 steps or two or three steps up onto the first floor of the house. So we want to replicate that so that it's the same size, so the steps in are going to be the same as we've other side. So to do that, we're going to have to pull the carpet up. We're going to laser from the existing house through onto the extension wall. We'll mark that, and then we can bring the laser around and get the first floor joists in all level. So what you've got to do is, if you sit your laser on, you've got to take obviously whatever your floorboard. So we're using 22mm chipboards. So we'll get that laser, take 22mm off, and then obviously we've got, for this one now, the span, it's only quite short, so we've got 6x2 timbers at 400 centres. So we will put one round the outside, and then obviously just joist hanger it. I think that's easier than, you can pocket them in, but you're then making holes and pocketing through. It's just, for me, it's easier, and it gives you that lateral strength as well. However, my PPM guns are in town getting fixed. Well, they've been there for probably a couple of months now, since the last job. I just keep forgetting to pick them up. Always the way, and then when you need them, you're scrambling around trying to get them. But what we do is, we'll get the laser, and then we use concrete screws. So we just use like 6.5 mil, 7.5 mil. Yeah, this road's terrible. And we'll put concrete screws in, and then you have to bolt it. So you normally have to bolt it every 900, and we use concrete screws because you can use concrete screws, and then when you mark out your joists, if the concrete screw's in the way of a joist, it's fine. What you can then do is, once you've got all the joists in, marked out every 400 centre, you can then mark and drill your bolts. Whereas if you try and do it the other way, we've done it before in the past, where you put your bolts in and then it lands right on where the joist hanger's going, and you're like, oh, you're either trying to move it one way or the other, or you're trying to notch the back of the joist to get. It's a bit of a nightmare. And we use, a little tip for you, is we use 16mm drill bits, so through bolts. And the reason we do that is because if you use a 12mm can land on a mortar joint, and if it lands on a mortar joint, anyone who's used through bolts before and they just keep spinning, it's because there's no grip. The mortar just obviously it pushes out slightly and doesn't grip it. So if you use 16mm, your gap will never be, it shouldn't be 16mm in the mortar. It should be like a 10mm mortar joint. So that way, you know that whatever you do, even if you hit bang in the middle of a mortar joint, you're grabbing brick either side. So you always get a good tighten with 16mm bolts. They're a bit more expensive, obviously take a bit longer to drill them out and install them, but like I say, you never get that problem of having a loose through bolt. So yeah, I'm going to go to the student job now, have a look, because I need some nails, so hopefully they've got some nails there, and might pop into the knock through job as well on the way to the extension job. And then we'll go to town as well. And then at some point today, I'm hoping Baz is going to bring me with the diggers ready. Or I've set aside tonight, I've cancelled playing footy. So I might finish, I'll see what time Baz is there till. And I'll go and try and pick it up last thing, then obviously bring it back. I find that it's so hard to do things like that in the day, because it takes up my time where I should be on these jobs. So, like last night I went and picked that trailer up, and it's easier doing it after work and stuff, because you haven't got people pecking your head and asking you, and where's this, where's that, what do you want me to do here, what do you want me to do there. But it just takes away time from obviously Rachel and Anderson, so it's a hard balance at the minute, but I feel like I'm working hard now so that I can, once I've got a solid foundation in the company, I will be able to take a step back and sort of, what's the word, like put in systems and stuff so it just runs without me having to input everything. So yeah, hopefully it stays off today, the weather, and we can have a good day of getting these boards on, and we'll tape them up and cover them and stuff, so that if it does rain, it's still covered. Alright, so just been to Target Electrical to see whether they've got the MCBs and the cable and everything for the mixer, because obviously I can get that set up now. And whilst I was just talking about it, Baz has just texted me and said the digger's ready. Cal done it all yesterday, so it's ready to collect as soon as. So I will go and set these up on heighting and then go and pick that up, because it'd be good to get that thingied, and then I do get a bit of time this afternoon with Rachel Anderson. Here he is. Did you find the battery? Yes, and the leaf blower. So the reason I bought that was to do these flat roofs, because when we're brushing them, and then we used to do the fiberglass, and you'd always have, like, we're going to do a flash tour of this one because there's nowhere to park, and someone always comes down the road every time I pull up. Oh, is that the one for mine? Can you and Labby throw that on my back? I've pulled my neck. I've pulled my neck lifting paint tins. How are you getting on here then? Started doing electrics and plumbing? Well, electrics.
Top 2 floors row, first fixed electrics.
Nice.
Get the roof sealed today. Start plumbing, first fix upstairs.
Let's have a quick look while...
Once that roof's done.
Oh, Labby! Labby's brushing water onto my head. So we've gone with EPDM this time on this roof because it's flat. There's no the roof window. What we've tried experimenting with is how are you?
Yeah.
Good. You stopped wearing my jumper now?
Yeah.
Have you? There we go. Look at this. So you'll see now what I mean about this roof in terms of this flat space is the one that needs to be 75% of the floor space. So that would mean putting a big stud wall here, which these rooms are actually the biggest rooms in the house. Like, look at the size of this now. We got rid of that purling, put 2 nice new roof windows in. And these have covered the roof with a sheet. So all the is all the tiling done on the outside now? Hey, all the tiling done? Yeah. Sound? So hopefully end of today we'll be watertight. Which is a big milestone, isn't it? Oh, you've got the door frames as well? Nice. Flying on here. Lovely. So this is the bit that the owner was panicking about. So door will swing that way, sink, toilet here. And then Ben's just going to obviously vent, and see where he's cut that out. He's going to vent it up, and we'll get a vent in the top so that all the toilets have got ventilation. How's it been? How's it been doing electrics? Well, you haven't done it yet, have you? Obviously up here you've had to do it as normal, but down here, how's it been using the easy joist? Easy. How's it been doing the electrics with the easy joist?
Minimal drilling, isn't it?
Well, yeah. Just down in the studs. Looks good. Just make sure you get grommets on some of these. On the back boxes. Make sure you get grommets on all the back boxes. Most of there's just one there I've seen. Right, I'll leave you to it. Are you under the car? How'd you get on?
Yeah, it's done.
Does someone come and eat chicken bones on your thing?
Yeah.
That's so weird.
Yeah, it's fucking horrible, isn't it?
I've just seen them then and thought, it's like 25 chicken bones there. Done the ball joint. Did you do the trailer?
No.
The wiring?
No, sorry, I've got more about that, to be honest.
And the wipers?
No, just
the ball joint.
joints, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Which took me plenty of time, to be honest with you.
Is it a ball leaf?
Oh.
Let's see.
The post broken out of it. I had to weld things to them, heat it all up to get it out. But the ball joint, look at that.
That was the play.
Absolutely.
Oh my
fucked.
God.
Yeah. Anyway, well done.
Right, so we're on the extension job. Obviously, we've got that steel in, which is going to take the 2 courses of that. That's why I beefed it up a bit. But the lads have set a padstone in here. I don't know where they've got that level from for the padstone, because obviously that's been cut and put in. So I'm hoping they've somehow lasered it through themselves. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go in and take the carpet up and laser through, and we're going to scratch a mark onto here where the floor height is, and then we can get obviously 2 steels in here, so we're going to knock out obviously a hole there for the 2 steels. Brickies are coming tomorrow, so main thing's getting this first floor in and getting those 2 steels in. That's our job for today. And then if we have any time, you have started obviously getting it ready to slide this steel around the back, haven't you? And then if we have any time, we'll get all the brick guards and all the scaffolding clipped down. Sound? I mean, can you see that laser? You might have to put a piece of wood up, because then I'm 45 below that. So what we've done is pulled the carpet up underlay. So that's obviously our finished floor, right? So we're going to be 22 mil below that, plus this laser to the floor is 4.5, 45 mil. And luckily the hole that Mick's done is absolutely perfect. Can you see that, Phil? If you go left, and what we're going to do is mark that now, and then we'll come say 45 and 22 mil down from that, and we'll mark that, and that's when our wood, top of our wood's going to go. Let's see if there. Can you see it, Ron? Can you see it? Right, so what we've done is we've measured, scratched that bit onto the wall where you can see there, and then I've just set the laser up on this side to that, and now we've got, so that is the bottom of our joist, so we've actually got, like, you know, just enough block work to get this 6x2 concrete fixed into, and we'll have to leave the bolts until there's more block work on it, more weight on it, and we won't get it on this side, will we? So we might have to just carry that on a bit, give it something to sit on just so we can get the whole floor in, or maybe put a piece of timber underneath.
Is that size that wall goes there? That section?
No, that wall's going right up, isn't it? That's double story. So let's get this one on, and then we can get this side on, can't we? Might just have to knock some of this render off to get it flush. So we've got that bit concrete fixed in every other block, and then what we're doing now is just marking the 400 centres. So we've got 8 metre tape gone through and obviously marked out, put an X to the right. So you've got to try and do this with one tape, because if you were to try and go 400 to 400 and just measure that, by the time you get to the end there, you could be 2 mil out on each one, and you get to the end over 10-20 joists, you're miles out, and then your boards aren't landing on joists. And then always put an X next to your line, because I've done this loads of times where if you just put a line, someone comes and they go, oh, that must be the centre line, oh, that must be to the left, that must be to the right. If you put an X, you know that the joist is going on that side of the joist. Right, if you want to let go of that, Phil, and we'll just get that last couple of joists. And then what we've got to do as well is, if there's a stud wall on here, we double up a joist underneath it, because that stud wall could take like tiles, it could take... No, sorry, this way.
Oh, yeah.
So on the plan, if you look where the stud walls are, we'll measure that, and where the wall is, we'll put a double, so it takes a bit more weight. So I'll just measure that last bit.
So that's what fully welded that inside to the back of that.
Ah, so you've done this as well?
Yeah, I've took that off.
Ah,
took
right.
That plate off. That's fully welded on the inside.
I'm impressed you've managed to get these in as well. Yeah, proper job.
Yeah, cut that off plasma.
Nice. So it used to have a little tiny bit. I'll try and put a picture there where what it used to look like.
Yeah, that was straight across, weren't it?
Yeah, but there was like a tiny bit holding it on, wasn't there?
Yeah.
I'm saying hopefully it lasts a bit longer than it did last time. Yeah, looks a lot bulkier.
Yeah, well that's got, I think that was 15mm plate before, and now it's 20.
And it's got that extra piece in the middle there, which
Yeah,
I can't believe that they haven't done that themselves. You know what I mean? The factory. You'd look at that, wouldn't you, and think,
sometimes they want them to break, don't they?
do you reckon? So you come back with parts and that. To be fair, this probably broke within the warranty period, so they were going to send me the whole chassis.
Big strip down, Jack.
Yeah.
Got a lot of banners in it.
So when that broke, they sent me that new one, and I didn't bother putting it on because I just welded the old one.
Right,
But so I had that off them, so that's probably gone because that has started to go. Right, here we go, all strapped up, ready to go. So I'm going to go back to the extension job and then hopefully get these floorboards in, and then I'll go to the yard and see if we can put this together, because we've got to backfill that bit and get these other trailers onto the yard. Let me just turn that off and get the key. That's all right. Right, thank you to Welderfabber for smashing this out. Well, Cal it was who done it all, he said. So, you know, looking forward to giving it a battering. Right, back to the extension job. So, come back, and Phil and Ronnie have been busy getting all the joists in. So what we do is nail these in, and then we'll put the joist hangers around them then. There's a bit here where obviously they haven't bricked up enough, so what I told them to do is just put a couple of concrete fixings in, get it level, we'll get these joists in, and then they can block it up and we'll do it after. But we just need to get this floor in so they can carry on working. Right, just knocked out for these two steels, so we're going to lift these in now. It looks good on light on this phone, it's actually dark. So what we're doing is Phil's just gluing it with PU glue. Now let me get a picture of that glue after you've done with it. It is Gorilla Glue 250, but it's a polyurethane glue. What that means is that it, where does it say polyurethane? I probably doesn't say on it now. After all that, but basically what it means is it does this. So as it starts to go off, it expands, and obviously it helps fill. Oh, there we go. And then what we're going to do is just cover this now. And Ronnie, throw a roll of duct tape up. We'll just duct tape that end so it doesn't get wet. Sound. Alright, so it is 5:10, and I ran out of glue to do the board, so just pop into Screwfix to pick some more glue up, and then we're going to get them. I've got 2 more cuts to do, and then I can tape it all and cover it with plastic so that it's good for tomorrow. And then I've got everything ticked off that I told the brickies I'd have, so they can crack on tomorrow. Oh, right. It's 6 o'clock and all the floorboards are down. I've taped all the joins with duct tape, and the steels are in, so that is everything that I said I'd get done for the brickies so they can come tomorrow and crack on. So it's covered in case it rains. I do tell myself that, like, work hard and it will eventually pay off. But there are days like today where I just think, just leave it till tomorrow. But I've got so much to do. I need to go on to Western tomorrow because, again, my fault, I just left things too late. The building inspector's asking me to change some flashing on the extension, and then he'll provide the certificate, and then we can complete. They've got a damp surveyor coming out again, because I think they're just worried about damp. It's when you get these surveys done, and obviously they just flag up red stuff that they can't see, or if there's like any hint of anything. And obviously when we've done the work to it now, they've now got another damp surveyor coming out, like a specialist damp one. So hopefully they'll come out, see the wall. They're coming out Monday, but they want the basement clear, and I can't clear the basement until I've got the trailer on the yard, and I can't do the trailer on the yard until I've got the digger. So one, I've got the digger. Now I've got to fix the digger tomorrow morning, put the arm back on, connect all the hydraulics, spread the yard out, whack it, put the trailer on from outside my mum's, rack the trailer, then move the stuff from Western basement into this trailer. So it's like, I am trying to do things, and it's just have days where everyone chases me at the same time. Normally when I'm busy doing something, I won't check my phone, and then I'll just come back and I'll be like bombarded with emails and messages and, you know, requests, which is what happened. So I'm staying late today to try and get this done so the brickies can come in tomorrow and just crack on, and then I can take everyone to, well, not everyone, I can take Phil and Ronnie to Weston with me and start doing that works and just make sure everything's ticked off. I just need to get that sold now, and then that kickstarts everything else on the yard then. So yeah, just juggling, moving stuff around. Am I at footy? No, I'm in work. I'm leaving now. Right, that is it. So it's Thursday morning, and I have sent off, I've done it the other day. I've sent off and got a price for all the windows and doors on the trailers, and it's come back at just over £3,000, which, I mean, it probably sounds a lot, but when you see that one, there's 17 of those windows. So I think I worked out, divided it all by the windows and doors, comes out to like £80. So I'm happy with that. It's just, I haven't got £3,000 at the minute, so that'll have to wait. Oh, who's this? I don't know who this is. It's either Ronnie coming to get his tools, or it's me mate who wants...
Right.
I'm right in the middle of filming.
Oh, yeah.
So, have you got these? Have you had a go? What did you have a go with?
With scissors.
Did you?
Trying to get that's so hard to get off. I just want to do it later.
Go on, see you in a bit. Yeah, my mate needed that cutting off his daughter's shoes. But yeah, so to plan is today we're going to go to the Western job, and we are going to clear it out, and then we're going to alter the roof flashing so that the building inspector can sign it off and we can get a date for the house to sell. It's just backwards though, because I'm trying to do things where we have the trailer that's outside my mum's now, we've emptied. I want to rack that out, and then we can put the stuff from Western in it. So what we're going to end up doing now is just I'm going to go and hook that trailer up now. I'm going to just park it outside Western, and we're just going to load it, and then at least it's done. And then we're going to have to take it out and do the floor and shelving and whatever else. But there's a dam surveyor coming on Monday, and they want the basement completely clear. It is a bit weird, because I think if we were living in that house, you wouldn't ask someone to clear the basement, because you're thinking, well, no, we still live in it. But obviously I'm trying to do everything to help their surveyor come in and just go, yeah, you know, everything's fine, don't worry about it. But that'll be the next thing then. I'm just waiting on Ronnie to come and grab some of his tools that I had last night. I stayed late last night and got that roof done. Right, my mum will be happy to see, although it doesn't bother her, to be fair. My mum will be happy to see this gone. And yeah, nice clear rooms ready to put some materials in to take to the yard. So we'll do that, and then we'll utilise the tipper as well and get, I tell you what, I'm getting better at reversing up to these what? Any what? Oh, I haven't been yet. So those who don't know, the night before bonfire night in Liverpool is mischief night, which kids just go out and set fire to things and smash bushes and just do all sorts of mischief. Yeah, you got to get your fancy pyjamas on for YouTube. So I'm gonna get the steps on. I did wanna like do the floor, and because this one's gonna need new timbers and sections, but I wanted to vinyl the floor before we put stuff in it, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to get that chance. The benefit of this is that it can be, if we get it in today, obviously we can just lock the doors and we don't have to worry about unloading it, whereas when we're on the tipper, whatever we put on the tipper's got to come off because otherwise it's going to get wet. Right, what we're going to do is, I'll have to go and I'll go and empty that tipper, and any rubbish now can go on the back of that, but I've got to take the digger stuff off it, unless I put the digger stuff in there. Yeah, I'll do this, Lou. I'll reverse that tipper up to you, and there's some like parts for the digger. Just put the parts of the digger. Hey, I'll grab these steps with us. So on this one, we were waiting for the sign off, and I'd sent him everything, what I thought I'd sent him everything, and he kept saying about, let me just get this, about 150mm upstand, which I didn't mean to zoom in, which we've got there. So I kept sending him pictures thinking, I don't really know what he means, but what he means is, see where that windowsill is? He wants 150mm below the window. So where we've got it here, this flashing actually comes right underneath the window, and obviously it's on a piece of plywood that then goes onto the thing. So it's the same angle as the original sill. So if you look up there, we've got a sandstone sill. That's the same, the window's sat on the sandstone sill. So this is, in effect, what we've done is basically just an extended sill that then goes onto the roof. However, he's saying that we need to have 150mm below this window for snow load. And I was like, I was saying, well, what would that do, the snow load? Obviously, and it's so that you have 150mm of snow and that doesn't get into the house. And I was like, well, this is waterproof, that's waterproof. You know, technically you can have more than 150mm of snow and it won't get in the house. But he's, stood his ground and said, well, look, it says in the regs a roof needs to have 150mm upstand. So we're just going to change it now. So we're going to pull this row of tiles off and we're going to change the plywood, drop it down, and then just get it level with the top of that roof window. And then we'll flash this plywood, and then we've got an upstand underneath the sill, which it seems like a lot of work just to have the same effect, but we'll do whatever needs to be done so that we can get it done and get it signed off and get the house sold. I'm in a good mood because the meeting we had with the tree officer, who originally, I only spoke to him through my tree officer, the Carl that we'd hired, and Carl was like, mate, like he's a bit annoyed that you've done this, that, and that, and this and that. And when I met him there, he was dead nice. Literally spoke through him, explained how, I didn't cut the trees, or I did, but it was actually the council who come out, and how, how can I improve things going forward and stuff. And I just obviously just talked to him normally and just went through everything, and he was happy that the ideas I'd come up with, he was like, yeah, that they'll all work. So it's nice to be able to sit there and go, can I get through that way? Just talk to people on like normally and go through it, and then when you meet them in person, it's easy to go like, oh well, what's the problem with that? And they go, well, that bit, and you go, okay, Sam, I'll do this, that, and they go, yeah, that's fine. So obviously we've done that, and I was a bit worried that, like, because that's happened before where with surveyors normally, where you talk to them and they go, yeah, everything's fine, and then they go away and they write the worst report ever. However, I'm happy because I've just got an email off Darren, the planning consultant, and it says the tree officer's been out and he can confirm that he now supports the application. So one small victory. So the only person we've got to convince now is the planning officer, because everyone else is happy with what we've said. So he did say that there's like shallow roots on the existing gate, and he said, oh, how are you going to go from the street? You've got to have 150mm air gap. Obviously when it's piled, we put a ring beam in and concrete it, so you've got to have 150mm air gap underneath the ring beam. And he said, how are you going to step up from the street 150mm, and then obviously your concrete will probably be 150mm, so like 300 say. How are you going to step up to that? And I was like, okay. So I've come up with an idea that hopefully he's happy with, and it's basically them grids you see when you go into like farmers' fields before the gate and stuff, and I think they stop the cows from walking through because the hooves get stuck. So I could have piles either side of these routes, and I could span these grids across, and that allows air and it allows water. So I've sent that to him, and hopefully he agrees that that would solve his concerns, and I don't have to change my plans or anything like that. Because if that's the case, then it literally is just the planning officer's opinion that she doesn't like the proposal. There's nothing else. So I feel like we can push forward then and say, right, make a decision, and then we can either appeal it or. But at least I know I've provided everything I can then. And like we've come up with solutions for problems and stuff that I feel like, you know, solve a lot of things. So yeah, it was just nice to obviously read that email and think, oh, do you know what, not everyone's not out, everyone's not against me. So yeah, next thing I've got to do a plan showing where the piles are going, where the routes are, the height of the piles, show that ramp that I'm suggesting into the building, because I've got to keep that that gate and the vehicle access for the DVSA. They said that you've got to drive in and drive out. They don't like sites where you go in and you have to reverse out, because obviously it's more dangerous. But yeah, I mean, I think we're closer, we're a step closer to getting planning on the yard, definitely. So yeah, we'll see what crops up next. Right, so the lads have done a good job filling the tipper with, you can see the type of stuff we've had in the basement here. You can just go to the yard, and then obviously put in some small boxes and stuff in here. So I say we've just got odds and sods that can get locked up on the yard. So what I'll do is we'll hook this up now, and then I'll take the legs off. I've started taking some of the legs off just to check the weight, and we'll get this towed to the yard and unloaded. We've got my chief labourer here. What have you been doing?
The garden.
She's been doing the garden. I need to get some weed killer, don't I? Just for down the side here, there's a little bit of...
You can scrape that out.
Just scrape it.
Yeah,
Well, I was thinking scrape it and then spray it, so it's...
and I picked up some of them, but I've got
And then Ben's doing the flashing. So we'll go up now and have a look how he's getting on. Yeah, it looks good. Basement's totally clear now as well.
Where's all mine? Not going to my house.
No, it's in the trailer.
And it's staying in the trailer on the yard.
Yeah, just stay in the trailer on the yard.
Good idea.
It is, isn't it?
Very good.
Very good. So Labby and Lewis have done a really good job clearing the basement out, so we can get all these stray cables and stuff tidied away. We're just going to brush everything up, give everything a little clean down, because we want to have someone to come and inspect the damp. So that's just the stuff, the paints and tiles and stuff we've used. So we'll try and clear all this up. So we need to go and get the other tipper now and throw the rubbish on it. How are you getting on? Sound. So what we've had to do is they want a gap between here and the roof, just in case it snows here. So what he's done is he's ground out a nice chunk there. We're going to put plywood here now to there, and then we're going to lead inside there and wrap the lead out over the top of the tiles so that we've still got the flow. Looks good. And then I'll send the picture to building inspector, and hopefully he'll then give us the certificate and we can complete on this house. Ah, finally.
Fingers crossed.
We're on, Eddie. Hopefully I don't hear crash, bang, wallop. How was it clearing that? All right. Look at you both looking.
Don't trust it, mate.
No. You got to think it is just a trailer. Just a big, massive trailer. Oh.
See that one?
The hardest thing is me not hitting one of these cars. Tight this road, isn't it?
You trust this on the main road, yeah?
Yeah, I've driven it from Wales to here.
With stuff in it like
I've
this?
driven 6 of them. No, not with stuff in. Oh, this car's going to be like, I wasn't expecting that to come round the corner.
Totally.
It's not our guy opposite, is it?
It's all beachy about that.
No, so yeah, you can tell them so that it doesn't sound
The fella facing the house came over because the Portaloo is literally nearly up the drive, but like the wheel's touching the curb. It's in front of the house, innit?
as far as I could get it.
And he come over saying he can't get his car out the drive when he can. And it's in front, it's in the way in front of the trailer. It's in the way.
When he said that, I was like, oh mate, like this conversation's over, isn't it? Like,
Got a
Like-
car on our hands.
like if you're saying that like I've got to move this trailer because of the trick or treaters, I was like, and then he was saying it needs to be gone before he comes back from work or else. And I was like, oh, else what? I just said, oh, I don't understand why. Just talk to people normally, don't you?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
literally everything. So like now,
There's no need to moan over it though.
I know. And I could have parked a trailer up his drive.
Yeah.
So if he can't get a car out,
Yeah.
it says more about his driving skills than maybe he's of an age where he needs to retake his test.
Yeah, definitely.
If he's struggling to get out of his drive, or maybe he wants a price to widen his drive. Maybe that's what I should have offered him. Oh, sorry mate, do you want a price to widen your drive, do you?
You're fitting a double decker bus through that gap though.
Yeah.
There's well enough room.
You'd fit a trailer through, so...
Yeah, definitely, 100%.
Oh, this bus is going to have to wait for us. What time is it? So, we'll do this and then have lunch, yeah? So what we need to do is really get this on the yard, get the legs down, spread out, and then we can add weight to it then, do you know what I mean? So what I didn't want to do is put too much in now. I'm trying to drive slow so nothing moves about. The hardest thing's getting it onto the yard without rocking it. Because obviously the yard, you've got the little bits and the bumps and... His daughter and niece and his sister mainly. So here's an update. We've got... This goes all the way underneath there and we're going to put a big thick blob of OB1 now there. So anything that lands on here, any snow, the only place it can go is down onto the roof. And from here, we need to silicone under there as well, don't we now? Because we've got rid of all the flashing that we took out. We're going to silicone under there. Any snow that lands here isn't going to get into the house, which is what he wanted. So Yeah, let's have a look. So we've got skirting boards to go on. Basement's completely clear now. Just need to trim and cut some cables that are overhanging. And we've done the eco drain, so we just need to spread them out now, yeah? Sounds? We've got 5 bags of that. Lovely. So you'll see Mum's been and done that. And did you cut the... I've even cut that bit, well done. Sounds? So they can go in the bin now. And Robbie's just going to put some pea gravel there so that if any water lands there, it soaks away. And obviously just looks a bit better. Have we got enough pea gravel? Have we got enough stone? Oh. No? Oh, no way. Gotta go back. I'll have to go and pick up some more maybe. We shall see. But yeah, we are slowly getting there. Hopefully we got enough. What's that, 5 bags? 1, 2. Yeah. Alright. You can see Ben finishing the flashing. And that is it. I mean, they asked me to give them a quote to do... Some of these bricks are loose. So they said, you know, how much to... I'm going to say loose, like... But I did say I would have done that. However, when we realised we weren't going to buy it, we weren't going to live here, sorry, I was like, well, if we were, I'd repoint the whole wall. But when we're not, this is the thing, it doesn't add value. It just, you know, just costs money. A surveyor come out and go, yeah. I mean, I don't know. That wasn't us, was it? Or was it? I don't remember doing that. Yeah, you'd end up doing the whole wall, because literally as soon as you start pulling bricks off, the whole thing would go. So, yeah, I mean, I might knock up a little mix with some, what's it called? Limestone in, and just try and point it, although it takes ages when you put limestone in to go off. This stuff, we're going to obviously keep to the yard. That stuff, I've put it in a group to the neighbours. There was some windows and stuff that was left over, which someone's come and collected. I've just put it in to see if anyone wants any of that. So hopefully that gets upcycled. And then we just need to pull these stones up here, and I've got some sandbags to put level a bit of this off. I think Mick, when he's done it, he should have done it a bit more tilting away from the house rather than thinking. Labby, if after that, what have we got? If you can pull up, see like the stones down the side here. Yeah. So see here where the water's settled. Mm. We need to pull that up and put some sand down, and then like put them back down so that like the water tilts away from the house slightly. Because otherwise it'll want to seep into the basement. Yeah. If you and Lewis do that, yeah. But like fan it out. Don't just do it like a harsh thing. Like pull like 1 or 2 rows up, and then yeah, put them bags of sand down. Get rid of them sand as well. Oh, look at that! I'm not bad at ordering materials, am I? I'm not bad at ordering materials. There was enough. Just need to spread that out now. Yeah. So if you want to start, get the other trowel, Luke. Lewis. Called you Luke then. Where's it gone, Labby, the other trowel? And just, right, let me go upstairs. Right, there's the eco drain all done, and Labby's put some stones in on the border so that we can try and get the house a bit flusher to the floor level, because no one likes a big step out, do they? And then Lou's just going to pull these last bricks up, blocks up now, and then I'll put the sand down with them and we'll level it. Right, that's a wrap for Thursday. I'm going to a Halloween party. I was putting some foam on the back of the boards to glue them on, and then I'm going to cork and pin them. And the bloody gun sprayed out on an angle, so I'm just going to leave that to dry and pick it off tomorrow. Drains are done. Basement's clear. What else? Oh yeah, the buyers. This is where you get wrapped up in so much like sort of expert things that the buyers are saying that they want a report on swapping the floorboards, and I'm like, I don't really know what you want me to say. I said, like, you know, we've swapped the floorboards, but then they've asked, have the floorboards been treated? And I was like, treated for what? Like, obviously the new floorboards, they haven't got anything on them. What else? It's just another day. I wanted to get this totally done. Like, there's our rubbish tip. I wanted to get this totally done today, but it looks like obviously I've got another day of just emptying out. And the other thing was Ben's done a good job creating obviously that well in the roof. So he's done that on both of them. So I'm going to send that to building regs now, and hopefully that's the end of that one. We can get a certificate and then we can start pushing them once they've got this survey on Monday. So they're coming Monday to see the walls. Let me show you. So, because it's not something obviously not many houses have basements. So what the thing it said, this yellow staining. So you can see that obviously the floor is going to get some sort of moisture in it and stuff, but she'd said there was potential dry rot, which I can't see dry rot. I think she meant that, but that when we had Abby, I think it was Abby Damp Surveys out, they said no, it's just like standard basements. But what I've got to be careful of, this is the only area where I was thinking it could have any sort of timber rot. Obviously that is like, look at that. No, it didn't even have any woodworm in there. This is where I was thinking, oh, maybe there's a bit like sort of spored off here, but I mean, that's just normal basement moisture yellowing, I think. It's where they've like painted it, and then obviously the moisture's come up and like you get normal stains. This isn't going to work, is it? Oh, it does slightly. And then they were asking again for like information on the joists and stuff, and I was like, well, one, it's bolted in where everywhere is completely dry. So up here is completely dry, obviously 1.2 up, this bit where you can see it flaking, like that could be moisture. But obviously up here where the joists are, you can see there's no like penetration, anything on these joists. So what we've done is obviously put that in, and then whenever he's done it, Ben, he's put a bit of a damp proofing in on the side there where it touches the outside, because it might potentially that. So they want a report on, obviously, on these. I don't really know what they mean. So some of these joists, the surveyor said had, where was it? Woodworm, there you go. So see that little dot? So that's like 1 mil deeper woodworm, but that joist is still solid. But because it's got that little bit, they were like, well, we can't guarantee it. So I can guarantee this now because we've put a new floor in. We've basically put a new floor in. So even if these were to rot or they had damage from woodworm, it's redundant because the new floor's taken obviously the utility and bathroom anyway. So when they say report, I don't really know what they want me to type up, but I'll type something up and obviously give them a guarantee on that. And I just don't know if it's like this bit where like obviously there, and then that's where we've injected it, this side and the other side, and then that's where you'll see me and Ben had done, obviously injected all this and then re-insulated it and reboarded it. So that one, again, I can give a guarantee on that because I know nothing's going to come through damp there. Right, I better go. I'm going to a Halloween party and it's 5 o'clock. Have we got any drinks left in here? Dun, dun, dun. What is that? Raspberry sparkling water. Go on, I'll have one of them. Anyone want any Madri? See if the lads want them. That is it. If you're enjoying the channel, please do subscribe. And we need to get rid of all this furniture. So if anyone's in the market for Airbnb furniture for an 8-bedroomed house, give me a shout because it'll all be going on Facebook Marketplace and etc. If not, I'll probably do a tour another day and show exactly what we've got to get rid of, and it may be that we'll sell some of it and then if not we'll give some of it away to charity or right. It's just gone 9 and I haven't left the house yet because I've been doing plans. So what we've had to do is put on measurements of where the roots were from the investigation, and then we've got to show that obviously the piles for the warehouse that we've applied for, that the roots can grow in between the piles and that the piles aren't going to go directly through the centre of a root and kill the tree. And then they've also asked for a diagram showing that there's a root like basically in the middle of the drop curb. Obviously on their side of the road it's fine because it was existing, but if I want to put a building on my side I've got to show that it's not going to further affect the tree, because the tree's tried to grow where it can and get nutrients, so I can't then affect obviously the new tree's roots sort of thing. So what I come up with is those sort of steel grates you see on farms, but obviously more of a structural one. So it's going to be piled in each corner, and then we can span obviously these roots, and that way we can get a thing on. So here's a cross-sectional area of the other way. So let me click on it. You'll be able to see, here's the ramp I've suggested. So this is a metre from the highway to obviously my building. So what they've asked for is 150mm air gap for the roots to be able to grow and get air and nutrients, etc. And then obviously the concrete floor for my warehouse. So this is going to be 300mm up. So 300mm right angle triangle equation gives us a 16-degree angle on the ramp, which funny enough is for truck and ramps. Health and safety recommend that a gradient no greater than 16.5 degrees. So we've come in bang on the gradient there. So that means we can, in theory, we can have this ramp up to the building and still get the 150mm air gap in the concrete floor that the tree officers asked for. Right, that is it. I've sent them off now so they can, it's just about having something on the plans that they can put on to show that what they're passing is what we've agreed to, really. So now I'm going to go to Western. Ben and Lewis are there, and we've just got to finish that job so that I can, we've cleared well, we haven't cleared everything out, we've got to do the furniture, so I need to do a video of that and take pictures and stuff, and then we're going to go to the yard because I'm going to put my digger back together and I'm going to spread the yard out. Highways have been in touch, so the neighbours have complained about the trailer being on the road. So Highways have been in touch and said that we can put the trailer on the street as long as it's attached to a van. so it's going to take up more space. So I know the neighbours, I know it doesn't really affect the neighbours' day. It's just they've come out and seen it and it's mine and they don't like it and they've phoned highways. So the answer to that would be for me to park it on the street attached to one of the vans. And it's like, obviously I don't want to do that because then the neighbours will be like even more annoyed that we're taking up car spaces. So I'm just trying my best to get them off the street onto the yard where they're going. And then planning have been in touch and said, you know, you've got these trailers, if you're planning to use them as an office and toilets, etc., in connection with the yard, you need to get planning permission. But Darren said, you know, you can't see them refusing planning permission to put them on, because obviously they're in connection with the planning application that's already been put in. Yeah, and I need to chase the building inspector for that certificate now that I've sent the stuff on Western to him. So yeah, Western to the yard. We need to rip out the other trailer that we've got, and then we can put storage and stuff in there. And need to like move them around, get them tidied on the yard. So yeah, that's the plan today. I've got the digger hooked up, ready to go to the yard and put that back together. How are you getting on? Oh, music. Party pooper here. Oh, you've done it? How did you get the pattern right?
I can just remember how it was.
Right, what's left to do on here now?
Cork that skirting board. I don't have a cork.
Okay.
And for that socket, I just need extra long screws. Like
Where are they? Where are they? In my van.
We're about 10 mil short.
In my van, leave that then. We'll go to the yard then, get this digger put together, and I'll finish that off, yeah. And then I can get the trailers onto the yard.
Just pour some of that sand on them bricks. Then you lift it up.
Yeah. Have you got it in there? Have you done it?
No.
Oh, you need to. Sound. Alright. Lou inside, is he?
No, I haven't seen it.
Oh, he said he was late, but he's not in yet. Sound. All good then. Lovely. Soon to be someone's new home. Right, so me and Ben have lifted the arm on and we've got this bit on. So now starts the process of, I asked Ronnie to label them, however he just put tape round them and sent me like a picture of really close up. So I've got no idea what it, you know, which way they go. So what I'm doing is obviously just going through and going like, well, that one pulls it up and down, so that is this one, and obviously that goes to this one, so that should be that. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left to do, and I've got 2, 4. We've got another one somewhere. Yeah, there we go. 5. Right, so I've just got to try and figure out, follow where these go to and figure out which one they do. So let's start with that one. So that one goes up, follow with that. So that's the return for the arm in and out. So that's the other side of it there. So if I follow these two, so that one I've just put in. So then if I follow that one now, that one needs to go with the one I've just put in. So let's pull it out. I've sort of give up now with oil on my hand. I've just accepted Ah, where's that gonna go now? No. So I think this one's wrong then. That's up and down. That's in and out. So it's this one. So that one's wrong. That one goes to spinning. So I need to take that one off and put that one I've just pulled out on. Right, that took me a lot longer than I thought, and we had a lot of these bottom ones in the wrong place. So there's one I'm not sure on. This end one is what controls the auger. So these push fit ones we've got, I need to go clean, and I need to find a way of clipping them to the digger. And then there's this one, obviously, that brings the spade up and down, or blade, and they go into here. So I'm only assuming that that's the blade, because I can't figure out any other way. So I reckon I've got this done now. So I'm gonna, this is proper live, by the way. I haven't tested this yet. I am praying that I've got it all, otherwise I don't know what's going on, unless I've got them like the wrong way round or something. But I'm thinking you can't have them the wrong way round, it'd just be forwards and backwards would be the other way, wouldn't it? Got no oil, which is good. I'm gonna try. Oh no, what happened there? So I'm using this and it's spinning the digger. Let's try the others. Right, so that one's doing nothing. Or was that doing the blade? Yeah. Oh, I've got all sorts going on. So that's doing that, and the blade. That's working. This is good. That's working. This one working. No, that's the blade. So I've somehow got, as you turn that, one of these is the blade. They both go into that, which I thought was turning it. But maybe this turns it. Ah, yeah, that's what I've got. Camera on. Ben's on the camera. I'm trying to get this done so that we can go for lunch and I don't have to keep washing my hands. So I'm hoping this is done now. So the one I got mixed up was the turning with the blade, because they go into like, this one looks like it goes into the bit that turns, but it's actually that bit that turns it. So without further ado, no more suspense. So last time I'd lift the arm, or I'd turn, and the blade would come up and down. And I'm hoping this is done now. Oh, you got your radio on, haven't you? So I'm sat down for lunch now. There's a little cafe called Daisy's on the corner, and you just can't help but get cakes from there, can you? But yeah, we could do with a canteen, couldn't we? So I've just realised that we've got, just turn that down a sec. we've got this trailer to rip out, and then there's one outside mine, and that's all the trailers ripped out then. God, the windows have cost me like 4,700 for all of them, for 6 trailers. I think I worked it out, it's £80 a window / door, which when you say it like that, it's not too bad, is it? Toughened glass. But yeah, hopefully, I mean, I keep saying that, end of the day, I want to have these trailers ripped out and we can start, and I'm going to jump on the digger, spread all that muck back into the thing, and then we can start hopefully whacking it and get the containers, the trailers onto the other side. Oh, it's a really good song, that, as well. So I'll just use the digger as best I can to level this out. I'm going to jump on the road roller now. Lou, can you just pick these bricks out again? And I'll go over it, the roller now. Sound? So Lou's getting rid of any big bricks that we find in here. One sec, Rachel, I'll bring you back in a minute. Oh, we've got something tonight, haven't we? Hello. Yard. £6. Alright, see you soon. Okay, bye. And we've gone over it with the roller, then I went over with the digger, with the spade. And it's hard because when you use the digger first, any little bumps and especially bricks, it just goes and the blade digs in and you end up going like all wonky savvy. So went over with the road roller, then went over with the digger again, and then Ben's just raking bits now. And then I'm going to go over it again now with the whacker. And we've got pea gravel and sand to sort of try and level out. It looks a bit low where that orange is, doesn't it? Hey? Here. I'll get the road roller on it now and see what it comes up like. The bow roller. Alright, I wanted to try and get these trailers in. However, we're not going to be able to level that back bit now. We've run out of time, but we are a step closer. We've got... I forgot why we had spot mix here. I've got to concrete the bottom of that. I knew I'd forgot something. Got the van trailer front on here. And next job is to level this section and whack it, and then we can get the trailers in position there where they're gonna go. But you can see obviously the difference the whackers made. It's brilliant, that, you know. So much, obviously, 10, what would it be? 10, 12 times better than the little whacker we've got. And then I need to come for the day and just box off me digger. I've got all the parts there, all ready for it. So, only thing is, those bits come loose all the time, these little bolts. And I'm not touching it now, I've washed my hands of oil. But now it's good to have it back and straight to work. Just need to make sure we grease it and keep on top of it, because that'll be getting done. It's just when, because obviously I need to get back on the jobs myself now. I need to go to Heighton and so it's the extension job. So let me pack up here, lock everything up, put the alarms on, And that's it for Friday and another week. I say we won't see. I might go and see the other extension job now, and then Mick's been on the knock-through job, so he's nearly finished on that. So when he's finished on that, we'll be moving him on to a different job then. Oh, can't wait to get electric water in there, and same at the end. That is it.